I am over here with
James Jr.
One thing I like about jiu-jitsu is how like complete strangers can come together and just like aggressively hug each other for a little while and then become friends after that. I've always thought people think of kind of like martial arts as something that's just always ultra competitive and there's just no room to really be yourself. But I have had a pleasant experience at jiu-jitsu because it's been like a very social experience for me. Can you tell me like what your experience was just like first joining jiu-jitsu?
Oh yeah. So when I started, I was like 15. Started with my brother, and it was really the group I was with was pretty like family oriented already. So like getting in, I was a little nervous, of course, because I was young, but yeah, like started growing friends immediately. Hanging out. The owner here, we started two together. So our relationship right now, like going 10, 11 years already. So like we're still buddies. We still hang out. We hang outside sometimes. We'll talk outside. Even friends I don't train with anymore. I still like talk to them, constantly. Our bond is still there of training and hanging out, even just like chatting, like people that live far away, we're still doing it. So it like, the society, or not the society, but like the social of it is very, very close immediately because you're close with each other. We're like breathing on each other. We're sweating on each other. We get our blood all over, like, dude, like we're always into that. So yeah, it's really great experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I remember the first time I came to a class here, I knew like one person. He came with me the first time and then he never came again. So I thought, there is no way I'm ever going back to doing the old struggle snuggle with a bunch of dudes that I don't know. But I somehow got lured into coming back, and it turns out that a lot of people kind of have like the same like misgivings when it comes to like jujitsu. It's like, oh, people are like way bigger than me or way more experienced, and they're not going to be very welcoming. But what would you say your experience has been in terms of just jiu-jitsu places being like welcoming?
Super warming. Like everyone usually is opened up to everything. Like people are super friendly or whatnot. You get some people that kind of like have an ego, whatever. Yeah. Like, or maybe they're just having a bad day at that one day.
Sure.
You should never be like scared to join this. Jiu-jitsu super friendly. Man. So try to leave the egos at the door and all that too, But
I would say like depends probably like on the gym, but like most gyms tend to be like pretty.
Yeah, chill. Mostly like people train to like compete and all that. That's cool. But like you're still making friends at the time. Some people just train to get healthy. Yeah. Just to train. Or just because they really like it, or like, they need to blow off steam. They don't want to get punched. They rather just roll and choke people instead.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So like,
absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's usually always friendly. There hasn't been a time where I've like, someone was like a dick to me or whatnot, But
how many sessions do you think it took before you hung out with like your first jiu-jitsu friend outside of the gym?
I don't know, maybe probably a few months in. I think the first time we like got maybe hanging out,
it was like,
or like got dinner or something. Yeah, maybe it was like maybe a month or two, probably just because of me. Like one, I was young. I was young at like I was 15, so I still had school, right? So I was going to school. But maybe like once I went into usually like how I've done it at least, or like how the community is. We usually go, we'll go train or whatnot, or even go to like a competition. And after a competition, someone who's trained, been dieting, they want to eat, so we'll just go out and eat, So probably not like crazy long, or you might just get someone like, hey man, you want to go get coffee real quick, or or like let's go. I'm gonna go work out. You want to go work out? Like I've done that too, like right after. Yeah. So it's always been pretty quick, usually because like I said, we're here with each other, we're training hard, we're bleeding, sweating on each other. No point in not being friendly, right? And so. Not too long.
I think you hit on an important thing there, which is, most friendships take time to develop, but due to kind of like the weekly nature of jiu-jitsu and just like how like close like hangout spots are, I feel like they tend to like develop a little more quickly. Like for example, a lot of jiu-jitsu gyms either have like weights in the gym or are connected to like an already established gym, and then everyone's always hungry after after class, and things kind of wind down towards the end when everyone's tired. So I guess besides just letting people know that it's good to just give things a try, would you say people should like what questions could you ask like a gym to see kind of like what the environment is? The first thing that pops into my mind, for example, is like, oh, is this more of like a competition oriented gym, or more of a general all-purpose kind of jiu-jitsu gym? That would be my first thoughts, but you've been in this obviously way longer than I have. What do you think people could inquire about to kind of see what the culture of a gym is?
I feel like it's more like a vibe rather than a question,
vibe,
you know?
Okay.
Like I don't like when I came in, it wasn't like anything. My brother started first, so my brother started like a year before me, and then he was beating up on me. So so I was like, okay, I gotta learn this, you know? So yeah, so it's more like a vibe. Like you can feel when it's like who you're rolling with. Like if you can just like go up and talk to someone, like George over there, like when I came here, I didn't know too many people. I knew like the owner and a few others, but like George over there, man, like I was like, oh, your rash guard's really cool. You know, it's anime and all that. And I'm into anime. So he was like, oh yeah. And then we started talking, you know, like constantly. And then now we hit each other up about like anime shirts, or we'll just talk when we catch up. So it's more like a vibe rather than like questions you ask. Yeah. But like you can feel like is the brown belt or the black belt, maybe more like the brown belt purple belts. Sure. Are they going super hard on the brand new guys? Like that's the one. Good point. Like if it's like my first, second day and I'm just getting thrashed, like I'm getting hurt, or like I don't know what I'm doing, no one's really showing anything, like do I really want to train here? Yeah. Maybe not, or maybe you do. Maybe this is like, oh, this is really competitive. I like this, like let's go into it. But if you're here more for like vibes, or you're trying to get healthy, and then maybe like compete a little bit later, like that's kind of where you want to be, at least in my opinion. You know, absolutely. Like other people might have different opinions about this, but maybe in my opinion, like if I just want to like train, have a good time, like I don't want to get beat up every time, you know? So, like, I'm not going to go 100% for me, purple belt. I'm not going to go 100% with the, newer guy who's only been training, like, not too long.
Context, I'm the newer guy.
My bad.
I'm the person that normally gets squashed.
Yeah. But, I'm not going to go 100% with you and, like, crank your shoulder on the, a lock or whatever, or choke you until you pass out, like, that's what I'm not looking for.
Absolutely.
So,
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, so I guess... in summary, is just one, just kind of like see how like the upper belts, purple, brown, black, see how they're treating the new guys. Are they, quote unquote, putting on the kid gloves with them, and just like moving them around a little, just kind of showing them the ropes, and two, like are they pretty friendly. I used to think that it was like I shouldn't let people know I'm new because then they'd like beat up on me more. But if you take like a trial class, which I highly recommend if you're thinking of joining a gym, just like a trial class. Just see if let people know you're new, and you should just get pretty much the best treatment essentially for coming straight into a sport. Most people are actually very would you say like most people are kind of like I admire when people have the courage to just try something new. And
definitely. It's the first class you do is probably the most important, because it's you actually taking that first step of doing it. Like that's I know some places they'll do, you won't get your belt until the end of the first class. Like if it's your first thing, they'll give you your belt after, because it's like, oh, like you actually did it, like here's your reward, you got a belt, now you're training, here you go, fantastic. Like 100%, the first class training new is definitely the first step. Like
absolutely. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, so for anyone out there that's wanting to just kind of like expand their social life and learn an awesome skill and enjoys physical stuff, I think jiu-jitsu is just a great first step. Just take that trial class and just see how warm and just kind of not gentle or generous, I'm trying to describe the vibe, just like chill. That's the word. Yeah, just see how like chill the environment is, and you'll know pretty much after. Would you say like one trial class you would know?
Trial class.
Yeah.
Most likely you'll be like, man, this is fucking great.
Yeah.
Or it's like, this is a little sketchy, or this may not be the vibe.
Absolutely.
The first one, you can feel it.
Absolutely. All right. So give it a try, guys, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.